You are watching Fufa TV, the home of Ugandan sport.
Actually, no, the start times Uganda Premier League continues today as Lugazi Football Club host Buhima United Saints. Another thrilling piece of action on the Lugazi Football Club Stadium, live here in the Lugazi city, and of course into this Mabira Forest. Home team are trying to looking for another bounce back after that recent heavy loss against Shara Football Club in Butema, and here comes a chance to try at least count on to their home advantage in terms of how they've been performing into this new campaign. On the other side, Saints have lost their two consecutive games against Bull Football Club, not forgetting against the record champions as Sports Club Villa, respectively. And this fixture has nothing but a turning point in terms of how they want to bounce back in winning ways. That is, the two teams lining up here. The leaders are trying to at least come back to their winning ways, with their hunting grounds here being another point to try put on the back of their minds after visiting that was Shara Football Club, losing by 4-0, and of course sitting into 13th position with 5 points, with the win and the draw here in the past two games in terms of how they've been performing. They played quite another good game where they beat Calvary here in their opening game of the Uganda Premier League, winning by 3-1, and of course drawing up against that was URA Football Club in a goalless draw. Referees led by Mr. George Olemo, although trying to man all the entire proceedings for the 90 minutes here. Our two captains are called by the referees. That is Aiko for Lugazi Football Club and Maxwell Owachigwe, who captains the visitors today. Well, Buhimba quite another interesting season they've had with 9 points, or sitting on the Uganda Premier League table into the 6th positions, winning that was against Ntebe, the new entrance, not forgetting beating Calvary, and not forgetting a win against their counterparts, Shara Football Club. On the lineups, and of course, a team news with Stephen Bogere and Francis Mugera coaching the leaders here at home. We're going in for that is 4 changes inside the play that was against the Shara Football Club, losing by 4-0. Rogers Atube back into the back line with David Bagole, Birunji Alvin, and Adam Tessa Sira in the midfield, and Ashraf Mulindi, who was so far scored 1 goal in the Ghana Premier League, given a chance to play in the front two. They're going for a 3-5-2 formation that has 2 up-front strikers with likes of that is Alfred Leku and Ashraf Mulindi to try looking for the goals today. Leku trying to look in for his first goal of the leaders into the start times Uganda Premier League. Hamis Fosa coaching that is at the visitors here, Buhimba. We're going in for 4-3-3 formation with 2 changes that played into the game. The lost to Sports Club Villa in Butema, losing by 3-0, failing to score in their last 2 games of the Ghana Premier League. And that is goalkeeper Jamil Chimba will coming back in the sticks after conceding those 3 goals with their second choice goalkeeper. No place here for Dev Sakairi as Carter Fred recovered from injury and starting in the left back position, and not forgetting Lucas Mola starting up front as Derek Piavachwezi drops to the bench. Solomon Akodi will be playing against his former side, and that is side he played for. That was last season. Now Lugazi Football Club, a player here, will be getting us underway, and that is David Bagole, welcoming you to Lugazi Football Club Stadium in Mabira Forest. This is the start times Uganda Premier League, and the last day with the 2 games to be played today on 2 different venues. Once again, I'm your match commentator, Lawrence Wanika. So it is Buhimba starting this from the left to the right hand side of your TV set, and the leaders at home here attacking from the right to the left of your Fever TV set. The game is live here on Sanika Prime. Not forgetting at 8 p.m. we'll be coming back with another game that will be having Neck Football Club hosting Bull Football Club. Another game to watch onto this beautiful Saturday evening. Welcoming you aboard, or sit back and enjoy every piece of single action here at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium. Flag is up here. Lugazi, the traditional yellow and green. Visitors in the white and blue stripes. A free kick here for Buhimba United Saints, coming in from the captain Maxwell Owachigwe. Long ball from Owachigwe. Trying to look in for a few players, led by Swadik Moro. The ball rolls into the goalkeeper's area, and Mutebi Juma was once named as the man of the match in the game they played. That was Acacia Football Club. That was when they picked that maximum points against that is Acacia Football Club, setting up a very good performance. A chance here for the leaders. Or they go now. Tries to lay that ball inside and cleared in for the first corner. They came into the opening 2 minutes. Leaders trying to open up this account, trying to look in for that early goal. They want to score that goal. They want to bounce back to winning ways after failing to win and failing to score in their last 3 games against Kessia Football Club, against URA, and not forgetting against the Royals in Mutema. Corner coming in from Abdul Kalanzi. Good corner, well whipped in, or kept out by David Kasaija. Will be a throw-in here for Lugazi Football Club. Trying to be coming in from the right wing again from Waswa Paul. Long throw from Waswa Paul. Or dropping his defenders here led by Solomon Akodi. Well, last time Buhimba won Uganda Premier League when they played against Calvary. Not forgetting winning against Stra Football Club consecutively, picking up those 9 points since at the start of the season. With that win against, that was another new entrant, and that is Entebbe UPPC. Opportunity here comes here for the leaders, controlled by Swadik Moro in the central areas here for the Buhimba side, trying to look in for a few players up front. Touch coming in from Montegian, well covered by that is the Lugazi Football Club. Collins tries to lay one up front, and looking in for that was Leko Alfred. And now Swadik Moro. It's a blind ball given out. Or back here to the leaders, trying to create way by delivering good positions here. It's a challenge one of the leaders player, and that is Birunji Alvin. Lugazi Football Club winger Birunji Alvin, one of the youngest players to feature for Lugazi Football Club into this new season. So ball given away now, trying to look in for their good space. Recovered by, that is Akodi Solomon, tries to play a long one, not far. Swadik Moro, Dudu Ramadan, Eric Muba. It's a good run, good turning from Muba Eric. Ntege pushed onto the ground. Referee didn't do any piece of action here. Will be a throw-in here for Lugazi Football Club. It's the opening 5 minutes played here at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium. Lugazi Football Club nil, Buhimba United Saints nil. Long ball from Waiko, looking in for the tall towering striker Leko Alfred. Touch coming in from Bagole, trying to find Leko again. Mafumu with the fight off the chest of Antegianwal. Moba trying to release one here to the right wing. How it goes by David Kasaija. Long ball kept out by the captain off the forehead of David Bagole. Good stretch. Delivered by Atube, or given out to Eric Muba. Buhimba attacking, coming in from the right flank. Mola Lucas. It's a shot coming in from that is Edson Agondeze. Had a chance here for the Buhimba side, trying to ask him from something coming in from the referee George Olemo. That is Edson Agondeze, formerly at Chara Football Club. That has played for those 2 clubs in the Western Uganda, crossing from the Royals down to the Saints, scoring that winner against the Royals into that Bunyoro derby played quite a few weeks ago. Shot coming in from Manuel, blocked by Ayiko Kalanzi. But now Leku could be the target here. Rightly delivered to Leko Alfred. Tries one up front. Good run coming in from Leku. Looks for the bar line. Delivers another good cross. Inside that penalty area to at least get something into the opening moments of this game. All the pressure coming in from Lugazi Football Club. And the question is, can Buhimba try at least contain that maximum pressure, because the Lugazi Football Club might be trying to search in for something today. Frederick Kata safely coming in from Tegianwal, looking in for Swadik Moro. Lovely flicks coming in from Moro with the step overs. Tries one. Tege. Another lovely control coming in from Tege. Looking for that one is Agondeze Edson. And another lovely turning here. And Lugazi Football Club players were put down the receiving end, and of course Buhimba trying to ask for the referee and raising their hands in protest for a penalty. Another run here coming in from the Lugazi. Cross laid inside, down to the back post here. David Bagole could be the target. Kept in play. Bagole is finally out for a throw-in. Teasing ball, it was coming in from Swadik Moro. Oh, this was the moment. Oh, might be another tight call here to the eyes of the referee, because Lucas Mola tried as much to deliver one inside another very good and tight angle. It may smell that, of course, that ball was Asina rolling off the left hand of the captain Aiko Richard, but could be the left hand was still onto his body, and a call here for the left hand being onto in the natural position might be another reason that's why referee didn't go that way. Moro delivers one. Chance here for Buhimba, kept out by Aiko Richard. Dudu Ramadan. This is Nkata Fred. Short ball here to Ramadan Dudu, trying to create match way. Give and go between the two players. Tries to flick one down to the left wing. This is Maxwell Owachigwe. Long ball. Now Ntege could be the target. Away it goes by Rogers Atube. Two teams are trying to look in for something, or they want to bounce back to winning ways, because they have something in common. That is failing to score in their last two games of the Ghana Premier League. Lugazi failing to score against Ore Football Club here and against Shara Football Club, and Buhimba failing to pick any of the goals against the Eastern Giants in Jeru, and not forgetting that a 3-0 win at their own backyard against Sports Club Villa. It's a push on Aiko Richard before he goes in for the initial touch, the initial challenge that was seen well coming through. Aiko's call, Aiko's alarm will not be really fruiting anything here to the leaders team here. Instead, referee goes for the initial foul on the Buhimba player, and it's a free kick here for this Buhimba side. David Kasaija was part of the Shara Football Club community before joining Buhimba. Kasaija, ball delivered in from Kasaija, looking in for Ntege Anwal, trying to clear one. Leku Alfred tries to keep it in play. Opening 10 minutes played, and the first half seems to be really interesting in terms of how these sides want to get this game going. Fred Mironji clears. Leku's for high touch. Kalanzi, high ball coming in from Kalanzi. Run coming in from Leku, trying to create much pressure to the back of Solomon Akodi. That is a really good defensive work there from Akodi Solomon. And now Leku looks to be little having the final frustration looks in terms of wanted to get that ball from the former Lugazi Football Club player. Was a Seda trying to demonstrate in the referee's face, and that's what George Olive is trying to clear here. Yet to get any goal. Their new signing, all coming in from played for different clubs in Uganda, and not forgetting on the African continent at large. That is Leku Alfred. Long ball from Akodi. Didn't spend much of his time here at the Lugazi Football Club before getting this new club, but again failing to get that much playing time here. Birunji Alvin, David Bagole in a very good position here. This is now Mulindi. Lindsay goes down, tries to deliver the teasing ball inside, cleared. And a good check here from the Lugazi Football Club. It found that is Solomon Akodi well placed into that goal area mark, and he had to block that in for another safety cases. So second corner here for Lugazi Football Club. Kalanzi Abdu played against Chitra Football Club again starting today. Launches one. Disappointing corner here from Kalanzi Abdu. Lugazi's best player last season, scoring quite important goals for Lugazi Football Club in the season that was. Didn't really have much into the opening games played, quite close to 3 games of the Ghana Premier League, joining this team and starting against the Royals, losing by 4-0. Other player had really that impressive performance, and that was the games they played mostly in the Ghana Premier League here. Remember the goals scored against Police, and not forgetting against Western Giants Football Club from a penalty. Mulindi Bagole, softball here, controlled by Kalanzi, plays one, lovely turn, and Birungi tries to get his way, and the players trying to make it really difficult for the leaders player to at least get and try out something inside that forbidden area. It was another chance here to the Lugazi Football Club. Alvin Birungi. This is Lucas Mola playing a very good role in terms of how this side played in the big league, that is at the 2nd division. It's a shot. This is now wasted for Himba's goal kick, and that is that player trying out his luck from that long distance. That is Asda Adamo Motesasira. Lugazi going in for a 3-back line. That is Paul Wassa stretching in from the right wing. Ayika Richard with Atube Rogers playing as a left back. Well, that of course Adam Tesasira and Alvin Birungi, the 2 wingers, might be really good for this side, and that's why just want to get this team in many of the attacking moments as into this opening 13 minutes played. It has been how he has been playing since at the start of the season, and that is a coach Stephen Bogeri along with Mugura Francis. That is Maxwell Owachigwe. Ball kept out into another corner here for Lugazi Football Club. 3rd corner they're having into this game so far. The Buhimba United Saints once enjoyed at the summit of the Ghana Premier League, and that was in the opening 3 match days played. Jamil Chimba missed out the game against the Sports Club Villa side. His assistant goalkeeper conceding 3 goals on his debut game. Now, this is a corner coming in from Abdul Kalanzi. Quick one delivered. Chance here for Lugazi Football Club. Stretched out for another quick Lugazi Football Club. 2nd corner running. Kalanzi. Ball placed into the weakest front of that is Rogers Atube. Him trying to attack. Probably didn't go for any call into that foul. Now taken by Swadik Moro. Swadik. This is Mola. Wide is Anwar Untege. Lays it through. Back to Eric Muba. It's a call for that foul on Muba Eric. Might be now putting the Lugazi Football Club captain into much problems here. Referee might be having his right hand into his pockets, and that's the case here because Muba's first touch trying to raise that ball by the head of Richard Daiko, and swiping his right hand in Eric Muba's face. It's a call for that elbow into the forward face of Muba Eric, and Olem now trying to explain much on how that came about. Daiko trying to start, of course, that wasn't the call for any moment to try deliver that first card into this game, but referee running out to be that much patient. First caution of the game here to the Lugazi Football Club, Richard Ayiko. A quarter are now played. Lugazi nil, Buhimba nil. The green and yellow family will want nothing more than the win today as they want to bounce back to winning ways. Much noise coming in from the open stands here. So free kick here to Buhimba United Saints. Coming in from the captain Maxwell Owachigwe, captaining his former team and captaining this current side here. Owachigwe, ball delivered to the far area, kept out by Mutebi Juma. Long start here. looking for Leko Alfred. Pesirania coming in from the right flank. Molendi breaks one. Molendi Ashraf tries to shoot. Oh, just a shoots wide. Another Molendi's opportunity while beating Nkata. Would have been another good finish coming in from Molendi Ashraf, trying out that from his left link. So far scored 1 goal in the Ghana Premier League this season on loan from Sports Club Villa. That is Molendi Ashraf. Scored against Calvary Football Club in that emphatic 3-1 win against another newbie in the Ghana Premier League. Bagole. Long ball from Bagole. Leko is the target. Alfred Leko. It's final out here for Buhimba's throw. This is their first ever league meeting in Uganda as a top division between these two teams. This is Bagole. David Bagole. Delivery coming in from Paul Wassel, looking in for, that is Ashraf Mulinde. The sliding challenge here from Eric Muba, kept out by David Bagole. Atu best touch. Alvin Birunji. Birunji Alvin with a step overs here, looking for that fine piece of space, but denied by the great wall of David Kasaija. Birunji Alvin joining this Lugazi Football Club team in September. That was 2023. Coming in from that is Tinda United into the Kampala regional side. Aiko clears. It was due to that much call and of course much pressure coming into their defensive sides. A time to play that ball, control, try to find a few players. Kasaija drops one. Muba tries to at least turn and deliver one to the Buhimba United winger. This is Lucas Mola. I didn't get the right target from the right wing with Lucas Mola given a chance ahead of their winger. Yabachwezi Derek today. Yabachwezi starting against the record champions. That was quite a sample performance in the last game they played at the Mutema grounds. Long ball from Atube, charging forward. Leko must be coming in from an offside position. Right call made by the assistant referee too. That is Leko Alfred, new signing for Lugazi, played for Onduparaka, played for URA Football Club, not forgetting Arua Hill in West Nile. And also joining Jwaneng Galaxy and Botswana in 2018. Ntagianwal, Lucas Mola, delivers just right inside that penalty box. Good stretch coming in from Adud Ramadan. Second ball coming in from Ramadan Dudu. With a call here for that foul. Set piece awarded to the leaders. Taken up quickly. An idea here placed just right into the far right, kept out by, that was Nkata Fred. Lovely touches here coming in from the midfielders. Kalanzi gets his way. Stretching down to Mulinde. Good play coming in from David Bagole, controlled by Alvin Birunji. Leaders are trying to at least get their good runs into the upfront places. Cross comes in from Birunji Alvin. Cleared by Solomon Akodinotfa. Moba Eric. It's a cross launch inside, controlled by Leko Alfred. Looking for the red and yellow. Another delivery kept up by that was Maxwell Owachigwe. Now Paul Waswa deep down inside that box. Deflecting for another corner here. 20 minutes played. Still goalless between Lugazi and Buhimba United Saints. Kalanze. This is now Molindi to the bar line. Away by Lucas Mola. Mutebi Juma will coming out of his goal area. Gets that much time. Looks for the far left. Or not poorly. But again, Nonta at the best of the adverse touch coming in from the Lugazi Football Club custodian, because yet try to measure all this pitch and get the right options. Wanted to go for the left wing, but finding no green shots into the corner areas that had Birungi Alvin, who has been trading in from into these first 22 minutes that have been played. Mutebi Juma at the stint at Acacia Football Club in his footballing journey. Didn't get that much time to play because Acacia Football Club had quite another good goalkeepers options, the likes of Anthony Emojong, to mention but a few. Not forgetting Mugulo for Mutalibi, well, coming in from KCC to that is Lugazi Football Club, and that was at the start of last season, a foul year on Lugazi's Football Club. Former player Solomon Akodi also played for Calvary Football Club, and much of his colleagues here into this Lugazi side. Long ball here coming in from Aiko, trying to get Leku sneaking inside. Leku Alfred committing that foul. Chimba Jamil. By Aiko. Ramadan. Taken by Bagole. Good stretch. Controlled by Alvin Birungi. Kalanzi. Look by Maxwell Owachigwe. Lucas Mola tries as much to get the strikers here. Eric Muba has to find at the left winger. Lucas Mola looks for the strongest piece of cross coming into the box here, but ball is down, and Reza straight to the top of the Lugazi Football Club goal and takes a kiss into the Lugazi Football Club goal net. So it will be key on the issue of performance today and points from these two sides, because next week will be another resting week. We'll be going into the international break. Moba Eric looking for Gondeze Edson, and had the likes of Swadik Moro also playing into the right flank. Panic player coming in from the goalkeeper. We are halfway and past the half mark of the first 45 minutes of this game. Moba Dudu Ramadan. This is Gata Fred. The chipped in pass here coming in from the Bimba's left back. Looking for Agondeze and Tegen all combined. Bagole, Alvin Birungi. This is Ashraf Mulindi. Pesi run. Mulindi Ashraf to the end line. Good cross. It's a very good cover there from Jamil Chimba. I think the is trying to at least backpedal. Davis or David Kasaija. Good run. Trying to cover the goalkeeper was Solomon Akodi, just right behind, and the captain Maxwell Wachigwe just running in front of the goalkeeper's area and had to defend that way, though. That was quite another good piece of link up between the Lugazi Football Club players. Keeper coming and trying to close on that moment. Ulinde. Ramadan Dude. Nkata. Deflecting ball here from Antege Anwal to Lucas Mola. Lucas Mola again inside that box. Tries to go that solo run, but also Adik Moro also trying to get and looking for some bit of the final interest touch, but while finding the hands of the goalkeeper Mutebi Juma. Bagole. Lugazi are not giving up at any moment. Lugazi Football Club. This is Mulindi. Adam's shot. Oh, good stretch from the hands of the goalkeeper Jamil Chimba. Are now trying to twist their mind and turn onto those long ranges. Lugazi Football Club. With a try coming in from Adam Mutesa Sida. Good control. Another lovely take here from away from the penalty area marks. Another corner, Lugazi's corner, delivered into the best way. A shot here coming in from that was Paul Waswa, who scored here against Calvary Football Club. Wanted to get his second goal and send his team leading here. Now Chimba still standing here in Lugazi's Football Club way, trying to make very good and important saves. 2 saves in the last 2 minutes played. Birunji. This is a good Ramadan. So far into the face of the referee, William George telling Dudu to try take it a little up and trying to slide using his double legs. Birunji Alvin. Chance here for Lugazi Football Club again. Side flag is up. So Lugazi having everything into their own hands. In terms of the corners, they've quite had many. Close to 5 corners into these 28 minutes that have been played. And of course, when take off those open chances, Lugazi Football Club are having their close chances. Shortcut coming from Adam Mutesa Sida. That was one. And Ashraf Mulinde. Lucas Mora twisting and turning. Mora again. Trying to search in for the white and sky blue colors. Nkata. Dudu. Looking for Muba Eric. Cuts one for David Kasaja. And Kasaja trying to go for that goal. Also, Sadiq Moro is seen as a player was not really being used by his teammates. Well, that's when he was told to come and fill this right winger. We just have seen and gotten those a few balls coming in from the right wing. They've been going in for that is Lucas Mola at most of the occasions. Cross delivered inside here. It's cleared here for not far. And now they go. Opportunity. Mutesa Sida to the end line. Opportunity again for Lugazi Football Club. Can they score? Kalanzi. One possession to deliver his final thought. Another good moment for Lugazi Football Club. Lucas Mola. Ramadan Dudu. Twisting his body and looking in for this blind side. Again, failing to get Sadiq Moro. Block from Moro. Biabacho, it was Gondeze, I beg your pardon. Alvin Birunji dealing with David Kasaija. Tries to block one. On a turn is Alvin Birunji looking for the yellow green shirts, fails to get any. Good defending from the experienced David Kasaija. Ramadan Dudu. Sadiq Moro. Basic game it is into this first half. Ntege flicks one. Gondeze. It's a good exchange of passes coming in from the central areas. Collier for this offside. And now the fruits of playing with a 3-5-2 formation now might be putting Lugazi Football Club into much problems, because we've seen Sadiq Moro getting much of the balls and is totally unmarked most of the occasions, with the likes of Sadiq Moro also playing into the right wing. And Obuhimba have been much going in with the left winger that has one of their interesting and of course creators, that is Sadiq Moro. David Kasaija kept away by Ayuka Richard. Ntegianwal. Ayuko tries to block, gotten by Waswa. Paul. Half an hour has been played here. And what a game we're having. Might be promising to see something that is coming out of this game. And this is the key point. Remember, two teams are great. Two teams are trying to look for something today. Well, that's how you see it. Of course, they are playing with much kind of zeal. Bagole. David Bagole. Leku calling for Bagole. Good play. Looking for Alfred Leku. Didn't get his body in the right angle to receive that ball from the David Bagole player. Moba's long ball. Charging forward. And that is Lucas Mola again being flagged offside. Atube. Birungi turns one. Again Birungi Alvin. Bagole David. David Bagole. Beats two. Beats another player. Bagole. Shot coming in from Bagole. Oh! And that's the finish. They've been looking in for David Bagole Tongpo, officially opening up his account in the Lugazi Football Club jersey this season. What a finish from David Bagole. Good efforts coming in from Bagole. Solo run. And see what experience does. Oh, they say experience at most of the cases. It is the teacher, and that's how David Bagole had to deliver to the Lugazi Football Club fans' expectations. Good shot. Well, getting the goalkeeper napping in the final stages. Lovely goal here. Oh, it might be some selfish play from David Bagole, but that selfish play has finally paid off. The pressure from the Lugazi Football Club that has been exerted here to the visitors has finally paid. Lugazi Football Club are leading Buhimba by a goal to nil. Birungi. Ayiko. A good goal it was here from Bagole. Waswa. It's a long ball from Waswa, looking for Leko Alfred. It's kept out by Maxwell Wachikwe. Nkata. Good by Solomon Akode. It's another stretch here from Lucas Mola. It's finally out for Lugazi Football Club throw. Get as much as possible here. Kalanzi Abdu. A good strike from Bagole. All giving the leaders that lead against Wimba side. Another ball from Mulindi, looking for another good towering striker. Leko Alfred. Bagole David. Again for the second time, he goes in for the same formation. Lugazi are trying to knock on that door for the second moment, but it's time the goalkeeper reacting as much as possible here. Now, Swadik Moro here. Solo run. Swadik Moro. Agondeze. Mola. Swadik Moro. Given to Bagole. Good stretch. Kalanzi Abdul. Birungi Alfred. Leku. Coming in from the darkest angle here, but it's another flag here on Leku Alfred. Must be really disappointed because he's a new player and his colleague has scored today, so he's trying to looking for that way out to at least get something today's fixture. That is the striker Leku Alfred. Nkata. Dudu Ramadan. Final 10 to be played into the first 45 minutes plus additional time. It is Buhimba who are trailing by a goal to nil. Agondeze. Swadik. It's back to Moba. Swadik now goes for the left winger, Frederick Nkata. Nkata again. Mola in a very good position to the end line. Cross comes in, a header here. While searching for Teganwa, controlled by Swadik. Tries a shot, while struck into the goalkeeper's chest. That's how he has been giving out such Lugazi Football Club opportunities. That is at the goalkeeper there, Mutebi Juma. He has been really trying to panic at any moment here. Let's see if I get that ball. Wants to get well, something well up front, but yet to get and yet to be attended to in the best, because Leko Alfred hasn't been the player that of course is good at receiving those long balls and those long ranges. And they might be really going in for his height. Might be the target here for the leaders today. Nkata, blocked by Mulinde. Ramadan Dudu, long ball from Dudu Ramadan. Mola, well, having Teganual. Mola, Teganual. Oh. So another fine block made by Dawson Mafumo. Nkata, Agondeze, cleared by Dawson Mafumo. Leku now, taken by Kasaija. All on for Mulinde Ashraf, Lugazi Football Club. Kalanzi, now Kalanzi to the end line, hooks one. Oh, kept out, well defended by that was David Kasaija. Trying to count on Leku's height. That's why they're looking for those long charges and those crosses inside that box on most of the occasions. Lugazi Football Club on the move. Mafumo. Oh, Mafumo goes for that shot. Oh, takes a deflection. Referee points to the corner area. Another corner here for Lugazi Football Club. Their first goal into the last 3 games. Last time they scored, that was goal coming in from Freedom Mungudit against Entebbe UPPC Football Club when they lost by 2-1 in Bugonga. And that was day 2, or call it round 2, of the Ghana Premier League. Or Chibuli Secondary School product, Kabul Chibuli Kalanzi. And a good corner, coming in from Kalanzi. Again, Leko Alfred almost punishing this visiting Saints. Is trying to devise means of getting his name on the score sheet today. 2 players chatting for the goalkeeper. And a tricky ball yet to be seen coming through. And Jamila Chimba is back onto his feet. Named as the boss goalkeeper. And that was the Ashraf Football Club won the Uganda Cup, edging out Neck Football Club by a goal to nil. So, chance here, Mulinde Ashraf. Mulinde goes down to the ground. Referee does no mistake. It's a penalty for Lugazi Football Club. And that's the call made by George Olemo, who was rightly in the very best angle here to at least give it out to the leaders. He has been trying out as much as possible, but now these runs have finally paid off. David Kasai just sweeping away his right foot, his right leg inside that forbidden part. Another right call made by George Olemo, and a chance here for Lugazi Football Club to get the second penalty for Lugazi Football Club. It's only 5 to go plus stoppages into this first half. They have won against Buhimba, and now this moment arises here to make it count before they head down to the tunnels. Kalanzi Abdu scored quite a couple of penalties. That was last season that helped Lugazi Football Club get maximum points in terms of how they performed. A moment here for Lugazi Football Club to at least get something. Kalanzi Abdu. This is Kalanzi against Jamil Chimba. Kalanzi sends Jamil Chimba the wrong way as Lugazi Football Club double their lead. And now they're having 6 different goal scorers in the start times Uganda Premier League since match day number 1 against Calvary Football Club. Beautiful penalty, well struck from Abdul Kalanzi. And now Jamil Chimba is quite disappointed. Good penalty from Abdul Kalanzi. Their usual suspect in those set pieces. It's difficult and of course very hard for that player to miss from the 12 yards. He takes the camera and gets that good shot for his colleagues here. In a case on how to celebrate at this moment. Lugazi Football Club 2, Buhimba United Saints 0. Mola Kata Mola denied by that was Paul Waswa. David Bagole within his touch. Bagole taken by Maxwell Owachigwe. This is Mutebe's Juma's long charge, whereby Kasaija after committing that foul on Mulendi Ashraf. Mola is all over the pitch here. Agondeze. All the throwing for Lugazi Football Club. 2 goals in 43 minutes that have been played. Last time we saw Lugazi performing this way, scoring more than 2 goals was against Calvary Football Club, and now a chance here for Bagole. Good ball here. Trying to combine that good link up with Kalanza, with the 2 goal scorers here, trying to cook something again. Muba Eric. Whereby Ayiko. Muba Eric. Covering that is Ayiko Richard, and straight to the goalkeeper, Tebi Juma. Takes his time. Kasaija of the chest of Aiko. Muba Ramadan Dudu. It's a very good eye from Muba, but Paul was so well placed. Leku. This is Mafumo Dawson inside the final minute, waiting for the right time from George Olemo. Now to be time here to enjoy and entertain their fans that have come in to watch this game today. Mafumo Dawson launches one. Mulendi Ashraf. Flag is down. Mulendi turns one. Mulendi, opportunity for Mulendi. Deflected. It is only a minute added to the 45 here. It is Buhimba that are still down by 2 goals to 0. Or can they try to look for anything into this 60 seconds here? Might be really hard. Might be a tough call. Might be a mountain to climb. Mutesa Sida. Bagole. An out of full pass coming in from David Bagole. Muba Eric. Now Mola charging in from the right, while coming in from the left wing, while sending Sadiq Boro down to the left hand side. Agondeze. Ramadan Dudu. Nkata Fred launches one to the far end here. Kept in play by Mola. Takes it back inside that box, but it's not well attended to. Just had no player inside that goal area. Terry Juma telling his players to take all that much pressure because they have at the lead. The halftime call made by the referee, George Olem in charge for the entire proceedings. At the end of the first 45 minutes, interesting game we've had into this first interval. Penalty coming in from that player, Abdul Kalanzi, to make it to under the first goal, opening stunning goal coming in from David Bagoli. Two players that have scored their first goals in the Ghana Premier League. And this season here at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium, as Lugazi Football Club want to bounce back to winning ways. It ends here in the first interval. That is Lugazi Football Club 2, Bhima United Saints nil.
You are watching FUFA TV, the home of Ugandan sport.
Welcoming you to Lugazi Football Club Stadium for the second half. It is action coming in from the start time in the Uganda Premier League. Match day number 6 as Lugazi Football Club was still in control with 2 goals against Buhimba. But just had the first 45 minutes turning out to be entertaining in terms of how Lugazi Football Club opened up the account and showing that much interest to get at the 3 points and bounce back to winning ways. And now Buhimba with much work to do in the second half as they make 4 changes prior to the start of the second half proceedings. Welcoming you back from the first half analysis, and this is the second half, Lugazi Football Club Stadium in Mabera Forest. Opening fixture of day 4 in match day number 6 as 8 p.m. We'll see NEC Football Club who are having a new coach and the names of Badru Kadu hosting the second placed Bull Football Club at the Philip Omondi Stadium in Legogo. For 4 players, remember Saints introducing one of those multiple changes. Just will be confirming that shortly. So for you joining us for the first time, it is Lugazi Football Club now attacking from the left to the right with Lekos Rania, delivers one. The cuts across the face of goal, but lacks no response. Lugazi yet to make any change. As Lugazi and again at Buhimba brought on the 4 players of visiting side here, introducing on the likes of Davis Kakaire, who played in that game against the Sports Club Villa. Ayebare is on, replacing the goalkeeper Jamil Chimba, standing out to be another funny call to the head coach because Ayebare Moses, who played and considered those 3 goals against the Sports Club Villa. He has been given a chance to come and feature into this game. Remember that, of course, Kiimba missed out that Villa tied due to the injury, giving a chance to Ayebare Moses, conceding 3 goals on his debut game. First start for their goalkeeper, turning out to be a nightmare. Sempija coming on the place of Lucas Mola. The change confirmation here is that player there, shirt number 30. He also came off the bench against the goals. On the shirt number 10 is Shafiq Chioa. Long ball. Referee calls on for continued play. Stretch here from watching it, trying to play that long ball forward. Footballer looking for Swadik Moro. This is Adam Mutasasira. Credit goes to the Lugazi Football Club players on how they performed in the first 45 minutes. That's what we call team play. Long ball from Kalanzi, looking for, that was Ashraf Mulindi, cut out by David Kasaija, really defending that way. Now Solomon Zakodes returned to the Lugazi Football Club, a stadium he played on last season. Might be really getting to the wrong ending, but they still have much time to play for Swadik Moro now to the right hand side of the pitch. Swadik Moro crosses one. No! Stunning goal here from Swadik Moro. That looking to be a delivery, but of course was going for goal. The third goal scored into that way, into this round 6 of the Ghana Premier League. Gabriel Erago scoring against that was Express Football Club at the Ham Stadium. And in the same way, Swadik Moro has his number 2 in the Uganda Premier League this season. Stunning shot from Swadik Moro while getting the goalkeeper napping. Good finish from Swadik Moro as Buhimba find one in the opening 5 minutes in the second half. Lugazi Football Club 2, Buhimba United Saints 1. Good goal coming in from Swadik Moro. Swadik Moro, who scored against Calvary Football Club, and he was named man of the match in that game. Played at the Rose Park in Butima. Well, gets his second, and it's the first goal here for the visitors. Bagoli. Mulindi. Kalanzi. Flag is up against Kalanzi Abdu. Two beautiful goals into this match day 6. Interesting movements here coming in from Swadik Moro. Another run of play. This is Swadik Moro again coming in from the right wing. Delivers another good one target here, and they have the second goal. Edson Agondeze, 2 goals in a space of only 2 minutes, and now Buhimba level matters here at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium. They have really charged up for the second half, and that's what they've been looking for. Swadik Moro scored, and a moment here for Swadik Moro to create one. Had to twist his body, look for the fine angle, delivering that ball inside that penalty area. Edison Agondeze in a very good position. It might be a day for the players that have scored goals at the Buhimba side. Edson Agondeze against Chitara, and Edson Agondeze today against Lugazi Football Club. 4 goals in only 51 minutes played. It's 2 for Lugazi, 2 for Buhimba United Saints. Bagole, long charge. Kept out by Kasaija David. Lugazi Football Club fans are failing to believe what is really going on to their side, conceding 2 early goals. Imba charging for this second half, and Kalanzi Abdu will deliver this corner. Interesting scenes we are having here at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium. Might be a goals galore game, as it has been a goals galore match day. Alvin Birunji. Training for Lugazi Football Club. Sempija slips off. Bagole. And again David Bagole with a chipped in pass and trying to get for Kalanzi's attention was making his way. Another good idea here from the experienced David Bagole. And the goalkeeper almost making that mistake, failing to keep that ball into his hands. Buhimba now on a run here. And a shot! Oh, good save at this time. This is totally different in terms of how they played. And at the first half, leaving the goalkeeper running on how it is going into his back line. Oh, trust me, it might be that effect of playing with 3 defenders that is costing this Lugazi Football Club, because they get that ball, just look for Swadik Moro, Dawson Mafumo, Atube, Kalanze. This is Leku now. Leku Alfred, a flag offside. So 4 goals in this match so far. We had 5 goals scored in the game that had Express Football Club playing off against Morasti Football Club. Express winning by 4 goals to 1. And not forgetting yesterday we had the visiting UPPC edging out Calvary by 4 goals to 2 in Midigo. Quite good goals. Many of the goals that have been scored into this round 6 seems breaking for the international break. Akodi Nkata Fred. So long touch here, and Buhemba. Referee calls for that push. Gondes Edson proves to be innocent. Was trying to at least make and search for that lost touch. Well, 10 minutes played into the second half. Might be going in for an interesting second half, trust me, because much to play for. Wasser's long range. Leku Alfred. It's now defended coming in from Akodi Solomon to the goalkeeper Ayabade Moses. Nkata. Sliced by Moba. Sempija to David Kasaija. To be now defending. System calling on for the wing backs to deliver back and at least give a hand to the right and left backs respectively. Bironji Alvin failing to try do that and just place it right here to the playing pitch, and of course another player in the names of Adam Mutesa Sida. Just need to get those 2 wing backs to be quiet and defending in any way. Leku, and a call for the offside on Alfred Leku. He has been flagged on most of the occasions here, and that's foul, turning out to be another disappointed player, Sempija. This could be really another game changer. This is Swadik Moro kept into play. Gondeze calling on for Swadik Moro. Tries one. To make it, or just make its way at the face of the Lugazi Football Club goal area, but failing to minimize his energy on his right foot. Waswa. This is Solomon Akode holding Leku Alfred. The referee calls on for the Lugazi Football Club free kick. Now they have one. Referee now, Lemu George, and his football official trying to exchange a few words with the Premier Saints assistant coach, protesting for the set piece order to the opponents. Kalanzi Abdul will try counter to this one as the Lugazi Football Club. Well, it's scored from a penalty in the first half. Delivered quickly on a header here from Eko Richard. Was almost scoring. Well, the goalkeeper trying to make a few minutes in terms of how he performed in the last game against the Jogos. That is Ayebare Moses, Buhimba, Sempidja, Kasaija. Alba tries to play it back to the midfield area. Now taken by Kalanzi. Another beautiful pass here coming in from Kalanzi Abdul, looking for the Mutesa Sida. Goalkeeper coming out, had to react as much because Himba was always put onto the receiving end. Chiriowa. Now Buhimba. Another shot here coming in from that is Edson Agondeze, and goalkeeper to save it that way. Buhimba looking for something. Buhimba really energized into this second half. Interesting game we're having today. Trust me, I failed to make it to the Lugazi Football Club Stadium to enjoy this game, this live action. You really missed much because there was much going in here. Remember, these sides are really and a desire to get 3 points and bounce back to winning ways, and that's how you play when you want to get those 3 points of the day. Lugazi Football Club unbeaten here in the last 2 games they played and hosted here into this new campaign. Can Buhimba be another sparking point and trying out everything they have? Moro Swadik and Edson Agondeze, a space of only 2 minutes. Eric Muba cancelling out early goal scored by David Bagole, and Abdul Kalan scoring from the 12 yards. Kaide recalls on for play. Kalanzi, ball taken up. Dawson Mafumo, that long range, kept up by David Kasaija. So goes here for that challenge on David. It is David Kasaija. This is Swadik Moro. Scored that opening goal here for this Saints team. The referee is changing words with left back Fred Nkata, his son to Uganda's legend Paul Nkata. Played for quite different sides in Kenya. Played for Bandari Football Club, Tusker Football Club, not forgetting Nairobi City Stars. As the Lugazi Football Club now make these 2 changes. Introduction of Buga Moses and Freedom Mongwodit. Coach wants to add on to his firepower effort coming in from the 2 Franks respectively. First touch here for Moses Buga. Mongwodit combining with Moses Buga. Cleared by the goalkeeper. Freedom Mongwodit scored in that game. They lost to UPPC. But the chance here to make it 3 from Buhimba. Moments here for Edson Agondeze. Another good moment to chip and make it over at the head of the goalkeeper. Moba's defensive splitting pass here. Paul Waswa had a chance to chase that player, but it's quite a little late. And Edson Agondeze failing to tip that ball. Goalkeeper making the angle a little tight finally. Watching the tailings, but of course it's possible here. Bironjizov and Adam Tuzazira trading on the two wingers, Ngudit and Moses Buga. That will change for Lugazi Football Club. Leku dispossessed. Saija taken by Aiko. Now Leku Alfred battling it out with David Kasaija. Mulinde trying to look in for the blind side, but denied by the Blairs in white and the sky blue colors. Sempija Nkata Muba Eric placed wide from Eric Muba. Although that of course there is a winger Swadik Moro coming in from a very good position. Really hard for Moro to connect with. Waswa Nkata looking for Sempija. Muba back to Sempija, back to Muba. Sempija has it. But now different playing style into the second half. Good stretching touch coming in from Nkata. Ball given out, but recovered finally by that is David Kasaija. But it was Davis Kakaire coming off the bench into the second half and still having those fresh legs. Waswa extending his contract at the Lugazi Football Club. This is Paul Waswa, who joined this team way back in 2022, or playing 30 games into that season. Frederick Nkata, Kyrie Davis, by Solomon Okodi, controlled by Sempija. Now this is Chuyowa Shafik. Maybe a call for the throw-in as Muhima prepared to bring on another player. Muba might be making his way, but we'll be confirming that shortly. Now Freedom lays it, cleared by Maxwell Wachigwe. It's out for a corner. The corner for Lugazi Football Club as Muhima make this change. Muba Eric is coming off the pitch, introducing on a new player. And that is shot number 7, Hussein Mwanje. Corner to the angle of the woodwork. What a chance for that is Lugazi Football Club. Just unlucky that failed to get the net end. A shot from a distance, just taken wide. By Moses now. The ball taken to Frederick Nkata. Bagole. Moses Buga dealing with Nkata. Led by Davis Kakaire. Chiriowa. Sempija looking for Edson Agondeze. Agondeze still gets his run. Mwanje Hussein. Kasaija raises one, and a header here from Shafik Chuyo again. Knocking his though. Credit here goes to the coach of Muhima Saints, that is Waswa Hamisi, for bringing on those 4 players at the start of the second half, trying to create much impact, and that's what they've done. Chirwa Shafik, John Sempija, Swadik Moro being the target, and good is Edson trying to combine efforts here to look for something in today's fixture. Leku Alfred Brought in by Moses Buga to the back post. So, whether it is Moro Swadik, Davis Kakaire. It's a play standard out for Buhimba United Saints, a throw-in. Might be another booking here. Yellow card is out of the pockets of the referee and shown to Davis Kakaire. The booking to the visitors team. Lugazi Football Club turning out to those long balls. Last time they picked a point was against Yore Football Club, failing to score, and now scoring 2 in the first half and conceding 2 in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Lugazi trying to knock on that door. Waswa. Moses Muga beats Sempija. Now looks for Nkata. Lovely combination. Buga lays it. Oh. That was quick thinking from Maxwell Owachukwi. Heads for Seti. Might be having another change here to be made. Buga. David Bagole. Another header into the hands of the goalkeeper. The change it was for the Lugazi Football Club. Final 20 minutes to be played. It is still a 2-2. Kasaija, Hussein Mwanje, Sempija. Session made by that was Paul Waswa. Goes forward. Mafabi Yusuf replacing Kalams Abdi, player who scored from a penalty to get their second goal. Freedom Mongodit looking for Moses Buga. Freedom Mongodit stretching coming in from Leko. Delivers one. Good stretching himself coming in from the goalkeeper. Was almost reaching. That is David Bagole. It was a call for something of a poor goalkeeping from Ayaba de Moses, as it was when he played against Sport Club Villa. It was almost gifting it to Bagole David. It was a weak punch instead of a strong save brought in by Mulindi. Header! Oh, just right inside the goal area to make it count and to make it 3. For Lugazi Football Club this time it is Mafabi Yusuf with a few minutes played onto the playing pitch. Very good angle, good corner, good service. And poor marking from Nkata Fred. And that's what his captain is trying to say here. Maxwell Owachukwi. Imagine Nkata standing just right behind the board of Mafabi Yusuf. Kept in play. Shafik Chiriowa. Agondeze goes down. Chiriowa. Referee goes for the Agondeze challenge. Another moment for the Lugazi, again for the Buhimba United Saints. Ika Richard Agondeze is onto the ground. The players here fighting for the match ball because it's a set piece added to the Buhimba United Saints side, but Bagole David trying to challenge for that ball. Referee takes it finally into his hands. Medical team are called to deliver some medication to the Buhimba's second goal scorer. Agondes is scoring into the 50th minute to at least make it count and add on to Moro strike into the 48th minute of the game. Just right after the international break, we'll be coming up with match day number 7 in the Ghana Premier League, as these two sides will be taking on different teams. Buhimba Saints will be hosting Mbara City Football Club in another Western Derby at the Royals Park in Butema, after edging out Chitara by a goal to 0, a goal scored by Edson Agondes. But again, Bagole is still surrounding Buhimba players. Set piece was given. Might be moment here for the Saints, but Bagole is still standing around the foul spot. And that's what the players with the visiting sides don't want to see, because they feel they might be denied a chance to plan on how to handle this moment by the opponent. Bagole now walks off the spot. Lugazi again will be at home in their next encounter against Express Football Club on November 20th, the same day. Well, again, 21st will see Buhimba hosting Mbara City Football Club in Hoima in terms of their next fixtures. So a point here from Hoima will be worth a visit for the Saints team. This is coming in from John Sempija. John Sempija. Sempija goes for goal. Tricky fixtures for these two sides. Mulinde still containing. Moses Buka with that shot. Oh! Interesting finish here from Moses Buka. That goal sends Lugazi Football Club fans in a frenzy. Oh, that will celebrate. They scored 2 in the first 45 minutes, conceding 2 in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. And now they get their third goal in the final 14 minutes. Moses Buka off the bench to the score sheet. Oh, trust me, 5 goals in one game, as it was at the Ham Stadium. It's happening here at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium. Ashraf Mulindi creating much of this opportunity and having that hand. Moses Buka did no mistake outside the penalty area. That's a goal worth to celebrate here, as Lugazi Football Club again get their lead. It's a lead that has been restored. Well, having much of the threats here in terms of how they played into the second minute, but again to the second half. Good performance. Now the question remains, will Steven Mogere and Francis Mugera again be playing with a 3-man back line in the remaining 13 minutes to play officially here? Might be the case on how they consider that those 2 early goals into the second half. Freedom Mongudit, that long charge controlled by Mongudit Freedom again. Mulindi Ana Buhimba. Kasaija. Sempija. It's a challenge by that is Mafumu Dawson. Or Swadik, by Aiko Richard, Leku Alfred. And now another moment here to count on Freedom Mungudit. Goalkeeper is out. Mungudit! What a day Mungudit Freedom he has been having today. Moment here for the Lugazi Football Club fans to have that much happiness. Moses Ayabari conceding 2 as it was when they had Jamil Chiemba. And Freedom Mungudit did well to make it 4. Kata failing to clear. Freedom Mungudit committing space. Goalkeeper beaten. It was really hard for Davis Kakaire to control, to contain. Quick play there from the goalkeeper. Had time to clear that ball. Had time to challenge for that ball off. That is Freedom Mungudit. But of course it wasn't the case. Oh, did no mistake to send the ball into the back of the net. It is Lugazi Football Club 4, Buhimba United Saints 2. This is Moses Buga. Chidiowa. Final 10 minutes to be played. Even with the player just right in front of the technical area. Moise is back here at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium, and the open stands to be specific as Otieno Joseph replaces Alfred Leku, a change here for a defender in for the place of the striker. Edson Agondes, who scored Buhimba's second goal in this game, is limping, is off at the playing pitch. Waswa charging forward. This is Nkata, controlled by Aiko. That wasn't enough here from Aiko Richard. Oh, those two players are creating much of the Lugazi Football Club improvement in terms of how they're playing into the second half. Moses Buga and Freedom Mungudit. As it was when Buhimba made those 4 changes to spark some changes and spark some kind of uniformity at Freedom Mungudit. those two goals. Pakaire. Ball coming in from that was Hussein Mwanje by Kasaija. Bagole on a shot. Goalkeeper this save this time. The shot coming in from Mafumo Dawson. Didn't go for the right wing player. Coach Bogeri and Francis Mugera to bring on a defender to at least cover that much space into this defending or defensive sides. Flag is on. This is Freedom Mungudit. Bagole by Ayiko. This one lacking some bit of that message to again Alfredo Mungudit, but cannot really been kept into play by the Buhimba defender. Bagole looking for Buga Moses this time. Kakaide looking for Swadik Moro. Gets time to shoot. Aiko in a perfect position. Ghana Premier League action will continue at 8 p.m. Live from the Philip Omondi Stadium, Lugogo. The diehards will be entertaining the Eastern Giants. Neck against Bull. Tough game for Neck, and Kado's first game to be in charge of the next side. Bagole again. Bagole. Mafumo leaves it for Bagole. Now Buka delivers. Oh, it's number 5. Another player that has come off the bench. And at the second half for Lugazi Football Club, David Kasaija has been beaten hands down. And Lugazi Football Club are riding right over Buhimba United Saints. Oh, these two fans didn't have their jerseys on, and now it's time to show the Lugazi Football Club jerseys straight to the cameras. David Bagole's solo efforts here. Well, there's something here for this Lugazi Football Club. Moses Buka went wide. David Kasaija didn't do enough to keep that ball out. Buka, Moses, with that cross. Carrying on with that message, and it is Dawson Mafumo who has scored his first goal for Lugazi Football Club into this new season. 5 for Lugazi, 2 for Buhimba United Saints. Good work rate by David Bagole, good eye, and that's what experience is giving out to the Lugazi Football Club. When you sign an experienced player like David Bagole, trust me, you just need to count on that player, and that's what Bagole is giving in today. Well, from scoring at the opening goal and providing one for the leaders, 3 minutes to the end, plus stoppages. Yellow card is out of the pockets of the referee. Might be as a result of Lugazi Football Club trying to waste and buy some of the seconds before they get at this throw-in. Another player on the score sheet, another new name on the score sheet today, Mafumu Dawson. Taken by Ayiko Richard. Another player trying to get in the right directions to give him the needed support. Yellow card shown to Paul Waswa. So Mafabi Yusuf fails to keep his good control. Nkata Boga playing as a right back, away by Mafabi Yusuf. Nkata playing with much ease and experience. Plays it wide, away by Waswa. Mulindi held back. No set is given here to this Lugazi Football Club team. Now they take their time. They have 5 goals. First time they're scoring 5 goals into this new season, or they scored 3. Now they're having 8 goals, and the 2 games they must be really looking for number 6 here. It's quite not getting to the rightful target as it was desired by the player who scored from that mark. That is again the player who came with the bunch. That is Mafabi Yusuf, coming off the bench, wants to get one himself, as it was the case to Freedom Mungudit. The player who scored 2 goals. Mungudit never scored a goal against Entebbe UPPC. Now has scored 3 goals in the Ghana Premier League. 1 goal in Bogonga and 2 goals today, and coming off the bench. Final minute. Boga. Freedom Mungudit. Ayiko. Taken by Bagole. Mafabi Yusuf. Moses Boga. The time is 3 minutes. Boga. Ayiko. Dawson. By Atube Rogers. Waswa Paul has to get. Otieno gets Ayiko. And the goalkeeper, Tebi Juma. Man of the match might be between Bagole, who created 1 and of course scored 1, and Buga, but again and Freedom Mungudi, who scored those 2 goals for the Lugazi Football Club today. Let's wait and see on how this will be handled by the technical people around here at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium, because every game has those in charge for the man of the match callings. Moro, covered by Boga, cleared by Motebi. Kakaire. Charging in is Bagole, almost getting and grabbing his right leg in front of the eyes of the referee, Moro Swadik. Swadik Moro, again Swadik Moro does well to force his way, and might be a call for a foul, but no. Referee says let's just go with the action here. Bagole now inside at the final minute. Bagole, Otieno's touch. Mulindi Buga Mungudit looking for Ashraf Mulindi. This is Kasaija. The final stages of this game, Muhimba now standing out to be deja vu to the visitors. Sempija. Now Bagole gets it. It's a game that has had many goals scored into a single game since the season started. 7 goals. So they had 6 in the UPPC game against the Calvary Football Club at the Bidego Primary School. Referee says it's enough. It's enough that has been seen going to the Buhimba and the visitors today as referee George Olu brings this game to an end. Lugazi Football Club are victorious and back to winning ways. And Freedom Mungudit off the bench with 2 goals. Moment here to celebrate for the Lugazi Football Club fans today. Back to winning ways. This goals Galowa match. And of course now they will be dancing and celebrating all night long. 3 points, and now they have 8 points in the opening 6 games going into this national break, as they will be trying to counter this win to at least host their next game against the Red Eagles in a week's time. Hard luck, and of course a drawing board here for the visitors. 3 games in a row. 3 losses here for Buhimba against Bola, against Villa, and now against Lugazi Football Club. It is full time at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium, and now let's see. It will be one of the match that will be going to Freedom Mungudit after scoring 2 goals while coming off the bench in a space of only 3 minutes. And Mungudit with his number 3 in the start times Uganda Premier League. Agonde Zemoro scoring 2, but of course not enough here for these visiting sides to get something in today's fixture. It ends here at the Lugazi Football Club Stadium straight away in Mabida Forest. Lugazi Football Club 5, Buhimba United Saints 2. Join us at 8 p.m. with Nick against Bull at the Philip Omondi Stadium in Lugogo. Bye for now.
You are watching Fufa TV, the home of Ugandan sport.